We want to share with you the 3 questions that'll shift your focus and change how you do everything. Here we go. Every moment of your life, you're answering 3 questions. Jot them down. 3 questions. First question is, what are you going to focus on? Right now, whatever you're focusing on affects you. If you're focusing on how you're going to use what you're going to learn this weekend, you could be focusing on the smell of your neighbor after all that jumping up and down. There's so many things you could focus on. We don't focus on everything. We focus on a small number of things, and that's what we experience in life. And focus, write down, equals feeling. Whatever you focus on, you're going to feel, even if it's not true. Have you ever had somebody tell you something and said, you think John is your friend? John's not your friend. He's talking behind your back. And you go, no, he's not. John's my friend. You misunderstood. But if 2 or 3 people tell you John's talking behind your back, you can get pretty off because that's really just hurt, right? And then maybe you confront John. Who's ever done this? Confronted somebody about something you've done and then found out you were wrong and felt like an idiot. Who's ever had this happen before? Say aye. So the most powerful decision we make, and most of us don't make it consciously, is what are we going to focus on? Because you could be focusing right now on the blood rushing through your left ear or the touch of your clothes against your skin, but you don't. Most of what your brain does is distort, delete, and generalize to make life simple. And the problem is when you distort, delete, and generalize, you miss a lot of your life. So we want to kind of see if we can't get out of that. And what we got to do is figure out what the focus is. Let me give you 3 patterns of focus. You tell me which of these are you. And there's no right or wrong, and don't get personal about it, because if you don't like your answer, we can fix it. I want you to think like software. Here's my question. If I asked you, there are 2 things you could focus on, what you have or what's missing. Which one do you spend more time focusing on? Shout it out. You can hear in the room. You were not taking a poll. One is dominant. Raise your hand if you focus more on what's missing. Raise your hand nice and high. Keep your hands high and look around this room. It's about 95% of the room. Now I have a simple question for you. It's a really important question. It's a simple one, but an important one. Just think software. Don't think personality. If your brain is constantly focusing on what's missing, how can you ever sustain happiness no matter how successful you become? It is impossible. Raise your hand if you see this. And it's dominant in this room because most of you, how many consider yourself to be an achiever? That's part of who you are as an identity. So as an achiever, looking for what's wrong for a moment so you can fix it can be a good thing. But what happens is it becomes a habit, and then it doesn't matter how much you achieve, you're not happy. You know how many multi-billionaires, you know how many entertainers with their Oscars or their Emmys or their Grammys that I work with, who you think would be the happiest people in the world? They're worth almost $1 billion, some of them. They're the best in the world at what they do. Everybody loves them, and they're miserable.